Hey girls and guys, it is Zaira from ZaiLetsPlay, and we are back with another episode on the KaoshKraft server. And in the last episode, did I show Ricky my nether portal tunnel idea thingies? I think I did. So I kind of decided I'm gonna go with the one on the right because it's beautiful and it's just so nice, and you know, so we're gonna get rid of this one and we're gonna start working on clearing up all of this mess and making it just look amazing. I already got tons of leaves and tons of wood, and it took way too long and it was really annoying me, and my area around my house doesn't look nice anymore because there's a whole bunch of trees that are missing. Oh, I need to go get my silk touch pick. Dang it. I was so prepared. I got everything I needed. I was like, I am set for life. Nope, I wasn't. And I also just wait, what else? Let me just go look and double check that I don't need anything else before I go run off and do whatever it is that I am gonna do. All right. We have oak, we have leaves. We're gonna need this stuff. We might have a problem because I won't do it on this episode, but we might need to collect some gravel, and we're also gonna need to get do we have silk touch on our shovel? I don't think we do. Oh yeah, it's a hot mess, and I need food. Yes, let's just go through, get what we need. I'll show you guys where I got all the trees from and how it just looks a mess now. I did plant some though, so that might have helped a little bit. By the way, you guys don't know I'm in England right now. Woo woo, and it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I never record at this time. Usually I record at like 9 o'clock at night, and oh, whoa. Where is this skeleton coming from? I don't even know. But you guys, I got serious jet lag this time. Here, see that? This is the first time I ever get really, really bad jet lag, and it's been bad. I'm thinking it's because I woke up too early. The day I left, I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then I was on the plane. I hardly slept. I slept for like 15 minutes, and then that was it. And then after that was basically all the sleep I got. And then I went to sleep early when I got to England. But then I woke up the next day at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was so tired. I was so tired to the point I was really, really trying to record Minecraft Comes to Life for you guys. And I was sitting there, and I was prepping, and I would fall asleep. But in my head, I was telling myself what I was going to say in the episode. So I would wake up and I would actually think I was recording Minecraft Comes Live, but I wasn't. I was just like, I think once I'm starting to do this, you know, I'm too crazy and I probably should just skip it and go to sleep. So I went to sleep, but today I actually woke up a bit later, which just helped kind of get me back on track on my sleep, you know? So I'm going to get some of the stuff that I need from here, and then we're going to head back, and I am going to talk about one of the topics you guys wanted me to talk about, because you guys know we do our little topics now where you guys leave a comment, leave a topic, and then I go ahead and talk about it. So one of the most common topics that I get, this has probably been since I started this whole topic thing. You guys have been asking this question a lot, and I don't know why, but you guys have, and it is, Zai, do you want kids? How many do you want? When would you, what would you name them? When do you want them? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a whole babies talk, just a whole babies talk with you guys, and I'm not gonna say that I'm pregnant. I'm not gonna name this title pregnant, because the last time I did that, you guys did not appreciate it. So do I want kids? I definitely do want kids. I would say when I was younger, and I used to think about family and stuff, like when I was, I don't know, how old could I have been? I don't know, like 15 or whatever, you know, when you start talking to your friends about families and stuff. I used to always think like I would just wanted a whole bunch of kids. Like, I've always liked kids. That's why I went into teaching and stuff. So I always thought like, oh, I'm just going to have as many kids as I can afford. That's what I used to always say. And then as I got older, probably around my early 20s, which is now actually, oh my gosh, I'm in my early 20s. No, I'm not in my early 20s anymore. I'm in my mid 20s. I started thinking, you know what, I don't think I want that many kids. And I think that's changed because as you get older, you realize that it's a lot of responsibility taking care of yourself as an adult. So imagine taking care of another little human being. So I started thinking, you know, maybe I just want 1 or 2. And I think 2 because I think 1, I don't want my child to grow up lonely, but I think 2 is just perfect. It would just be great. And then with 1, I'm thinking, yeah, I don't want them to grow up and never be like, oh, I want another brother, another sister or whatever. And then like, I don't know. I just think it could be quite lonely sometimes. So I'm thinking 2. And I think I would want to wait maybe another 5 years or so. I want to have them before I hit 30, but closer to 30. And that comes down to, like I was saying, when you're an adult, you start to realize that things cost a lot of money and stuff. And you're just like, I don't know. I don't want my kids to grow up and ever feel like they missed out on stuff because we couldn't afford it or anything like that. And that's not to say I would spoil my kids, because when I was growing up and it was just my mom, my sister, and I, my mom didn't have all the money in the world. I would say that a lot of people would have said, oh, she was poor. But the one thing my mom always did have was the fact that she was really, really hard worker. And because of that, when we were growing up, I never felt like I missed out on anything. I never felt like I really wanted a bike and I couldn't have it. My mom always found ways where she would just go on yard sales, or she would work harder, or she would work overtime. She would always do what she needed to make sure we had everything we wanted. And for that reason, I always want my kids to feel like they have everything that they want as well. But again, that's not to say I'm going to go ahead and spoil them and stuff or anything like that. Yeah, that's how I feel about kids at the moment. Also, after being a preschool teacher, I was like, you know what? I just don't think I'm up to having a lot of kids, because sometimes they're really hard to deal with when they're all crying and in a bad mood at the same time, and I don't want to deal with that. So, definitely want to have kids. I'm thinking about 2 of them, and probably in like 5 years or so. That's what I would say. So well, I want to know from you guys, and even if you're guys, like, and that's I would wonder if like guys think about that as much as girls do. I bet not as much, but like if you're a guy and watching this video, have you ever thought of that stuff? Like, do you guys think about it? Do you guys think about having kids, even when you're young? Because I know girls always do. But how many kids do you want, and do you want any? And I personally feel like if you don't want to have kids, if you're someone that doesn't want to have kids at all, I always feel like, and this is not meant to offend anybody, because I have people in my family that said they've never wanted to have kids, and I will tell them the same thing. I think if you don't want to have kids, is because something is there's some reason why you don't want to. There has to be some deeper reason why. Because I feel like if you don't want kids, either maybe you had a really bad childhood and you don't want your kid to experience that, so you're afraid of bringing them into the world or something. Or I don't know, I always feel like there's something, you know. It's not just because you don't want to have one. I think you could be you're afraid of the responsibilities. But I feel like once I have kids, I will not necessarily feel complete, because then that would be like feeling, that's like saying I don't feel complete, but I would say my life would be fulfilled, because I would think I have everything I wanted, because then I would have my husband and I would have my kids, and I've always just wanted a family. That's what always has motivated me to work hard. Like even now, I always think, you know, you go to school and stuff and you get your degree, and it's because you want to one day be a good example for your kids, and also to be able to provide for them. I think that's a big thing. And again, you don't have to be rich for your kids to be happy, but I think it's important to be stable and stuff. Pigman, you stay back there, because I'm trying to have this conversation right now. What would I name them? I always wanted to give my kids like some, not weird name or strange name or anything like that, but something that sounds, I don't know, unique, more out there, not something that's so plain. Like, I don't want to say any names, because if you have that name, I have a very plain middle name, and I'm just like, I wouldn't want my kids to just, I don't know, just have that. I would want it to sound cool. So I was like, I used to know this girl, her name was like, I don't even remember it anymore. It was like Elena or something like that, or I don't know. And if I didn't dislike her at the time, I probably would have named my kid that. But because I didn't like her, now I can't name my kid that. That's another thing. I will never name my kids after a person I don't like, because every time I look at them, I will hate them a little bit. Is that wrong? Well, I think a lot of people would be like that. Like, imagine going to school and you were bullied by some girl named Sarah. You're not going to go name your kid Sarah, are you? Because every time you see your kid, you can be like, I remember Sarah. She used to pick on me all the time. You know what I mean. But that's kind of how I feel. I don't want to have kids too old, though, because I don't want to be a young mom, but I want to be alive. I want to be alive for my kids to have grandkids and stuff, and then I get to have grandkids, you know? I want that. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go ahead and explain the portal a little bit, because here I am just rambling on about stuff, and also explain what I'm going to do while I'm in England. So, there's a couple of things I need your guys' help with, besides leaving a comment letting me know how many kids you want and stuff. What should I do for the roof of this thing? I've got everything else locked down, but that roof, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. None at all. So I'm going to definitely need your guys' help with that. We're going to need to collect a lot of supplies, so I might do that in the live stream. I'm going to try to do face cam live streams since I'm in England and stuff, and I did say I would. As far as vlogs, we are going to do weekly vlogs. I promise. The first week might be a little bit short, or I guess not as entertaining, because I got here on Monday and that was my first day, but my first full day was on a Tuesday and stuff, and it's just kind of hard to be like, bring out the camera right now. But we will try to get like little clips and stuff of just normal life. We're not always going to be doing anything crazy like going to a theme park. It might just be us going to like a movie theater or something like that, but it will be weekly, I promise. But I think it'll get better as the weeks go on, because at the moment I know that we're gonna be quite awkward and shy at first, because it's weird. Like one day, right, when you're just tomorrow, try vlogging for a day. It's weird. I don't know. I just can't get used to it. It just makes me feel so awkward and stuff. But I will try my best at it. I promise. There's a few surprises that we have for you guys while we're here. I am going to make sure I get Ricky to do his setup tour. Do not worry. He will do it before I get here, before I leave here. I will force him. I will tape the camera to his hand, and I'll make sure he cleans his room and everything. His room's always actually quite clean and stuff. He made me breakfast my first day here, my first morning, and he taught me how to cook, and it was really amazing and good and stuff. But then, like, how am I supposed to vlog that? That's just, it was such a private moment, you know. It was so romantical, and I got all swelling, and it was just like, oh my gosh. All right, let's play. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Also, don't forget UHC comes out on Thursday. You guys seem to really be enjoying that series. If you do enjoy it, make sure you guys watch it, share it, like it and stuff. That way we can force everybody to do another series of it, because the better it does, the more likely I am to get everybody to do it, and we can convince them all. And maybe we could do teams or single again, or we could get different teams. Who knows? But you guys have to admit, I broke my shyness a little bit, didn't I? Because I was talkative. But that's what I told you guys. With my shyness, right? I am shy to a point, but if I need to not be shy in order to stop awkwardness, I can. But that is it. But don't forget, you guys, to reply in the comments and stuff, and also leave your topics on what you guys want me to talk about, and hopefully I can get to yours. This week I can't post exactly who left this topic, because it was honestly just so many people asking me that question about kids. I don't even know why I didn't expect that, but I kept thinking, oh, maybe that's just gonna be one person. It was like every single week I get at least 5 people asking me about kids. So I thought I would let you guys know. There we go. Is that good? The thing about me, though, is I'm such a planner. I need to plan everything out, and I think that would be definitely something I do with kids. I don't want it to be something that's spontaneous and it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm preggers. I really wouldn't want that. I would want it to be something where I don't want to sound cheesy, and I don't want to sound like I'm trying to just be like crazy religious or anything like that. But I think it's nice to be like, when your kids grow older, for them to know that their parents had a stable relationship, that their parents had a place to live, a career and everything before they were born, rather than just be like, well, oops, I had you. And if it did happen like that, it is okay as well. Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but that's just my personal preference. That's what I would like. And I say that's what I would like because you never know what's going to happen, you know? Just like one day you could eat a watermelon and then the seed could grow inside your tummy and then you could get pregnant. You never know. Just kidding. That's how it happens. But yeah, anyway, you guys, I think I'm going to end it here because this is just getting random. What I'm hoping to do by the next episode, which is going to be Sunday, I'm going to try to have the whole entire base of the nether done, so the walls, the floor, so that we can add the details after, the fences, the flowers, the vines, all of that stuff afterwards. So I'm going to be working on here a lot. I hope you guys had fun watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below and letting me know what I should do for the ceiling and also what topic I should do next. I hope you guys had fun watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode on the KaoshKraft server. Bye!